You have a beautiful beach.
Yes.
And you can have sun.
You can sunbathe.
Yes.
Relax and sunbathe.
You can enjoy quiet walk.
Yeah. So at night you can take a nice walk around the island, correct? So there are lots of things you can do in Phuket too, right? So we compared both places, but Rashid, which one is more interesting in your opinion, Bangkok or Phuket?
Bangkok.
Bangkok is more interesting. Which one is more expensive?
Phuket.
Phuket is more expensive. Which one is hotter? What about the weather? Which one is hotter? Can you remember?
Phuket.
Phuket is hotter. And which one is more crowded?
Bangkok.
Bangkok is more crowded, correct. Which one do you think is friendlier? Which city or which place do you think is friendlier?
Maybe Phuket.
Maybe Phuket is friendlier, yeah. So Najat, so we compared the two places, so we talked about them, and we talked about comparatives, you know, how to compare between places. You can say quieter, you can say more expensive, friendlier, you know. So we're just comparing. This was what we talked about in our last lesson, all right? So we did this, and we talked about ourselves, how to talk about our city. For example, comparing food in your city now compared to last year. So you can say food is more expensive than it was last year. Or if you think it's cheaper now, you can say food is cheaper than it was last year. So of course, this depends on the situation in the city you're living in, right? So I think in Tripoli, excuse me, I think in Tripoli it's more expensive than it was last year, or is it cheaper? What do you think, Najat? Is food more expensive than it was last year, or is it cheaper?
Everything changed, yes, increased, and the prices and everything.
Yeah, so maybe it's probably more expensive.
Because the war and dollar.
Yeah, that's true. So you can say it is more dangerous. Tripoli is more dangerous than it was 5 years ago, for example. Or you can say public transport is worse than it was 10 years ago. So here what we did last lesson, we compared our city today to the past. So this was what we did. And we also talked about our lives. So you can say, for example, my English is better than it was last month. What about you? What do you think, Najat? Do you think your English is better than it was?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, that's good news. Okay, what about?
I think a bit complicated rule about the comparative.
Not really complicated. No, I think if you check the summary at maybe after the lesson, just go because you have a copy of the book, right, Najat? Yeah. After the lesson, just go to page 139, and you can see the summary. It's very organized. They'll tell you when to use ER, when to use more. And they'll tell you how to use for irregular adjectives like better, good, better, bad, worse. So all of these rules are very clear in the summary. So don't worry, you can check it maybe one time and everything will be clear, okay? And if you have any questions after that, you can just ask me. You can just send me a message on the inbox and I'll help you, okay? So don't worry about it. It's not very complicated. All right, now we're going to talk about planning a day out. Okay, planning a day out. So what do you think it means when we say planning a day out? What do you think, Selma? What does it mean when we say planning a day out? Planning a day out. What do you think it means?
Maybe go out and we have a good time.
Right, exactly right. Very good. It means go out and have a good time. Go out and have fun, right? This is. Wa alaikum salam. Hello, Kilani.
How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, good. Yes, Najat, what were you saying?
Organize a plan.
Correct. This is the meaning of plan. It means to organize or to agree what to do or to agree where to go, right? So this is the idea. So maybe with the family or sometimes with friends, especially families, sometimes at the weekend, they plan a day out. So it's maybe it's Friday afternoon and they're planning what to do at the weekend. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so in exercise 1, a day out, it says think about places near where you live. Where can people go for an exciting time, an exciting day out, for an interesting day out, and for a relaxing day out? But before we answer this, I have a question. Kilani, what's the difference between exciting and interesting? And what's the opposite of both of them? What do you think, Kilani? Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on. Interesting?
Like important.
No. Not like important. What's the opposite of interesting? Najat, what's the opposite?
Boring.
Boring. Correct. Yeah. So what about the opposite of exciting? What's the opposite of exciting?
Inactive.
The opposite of inactive is active.
Unexciting.
Okay. What do you think, Rashid? What's the opposite of exciting? Rashid, are you there?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what exciting means? Something exciting?
Yes.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Is it the same as interesting?
Exciting.
Is it exactly the same or a little bit the same?
Little bit the same, but strong. Exciting, strong, interesting.
Abdurrahman, you're right. Yes, they are a little bit the same. Correct. That's correct. And exciting is stronger. You're right. Correct. But we still don't know the opposite of exciting. What do you think? Where's Salma? What about exciting? What's the opposite? What do you think?
Apathy, maybe apathy.
Sorry, what is it, Najat?
Apathy.
Apathy? Apathy is a bit too clinical, I think.
Yes.
It's apathy. Apathetic is depressed people are apathetic.
Yeah.
Apathy.
I think the same part.
Bored. Correct.
No
That's
energy.
it. That's
Lots
it.
of energy. Yeah.
That's you're right. Boring is actually the same as the opposite of exciting, and boring is the opposite of interesting. It's the same. It's the same opposite.
قلت لك عليه بكي ممكن الزوز boring.
I didn't hear you, sorry. لكن لو قلتها صح يا كلاني، هي هذه كلمتك صح، لو ما ممكن ما سمعتكش. Yes. الزوز عكسهم boring، وزي ما أنت قلت they're similar إلى حد ما, but exciting is maybe stronger. Exciting is like, do you see what's happening here in the photo here? Do you see these people on the ride here?
Yes, yes.
This is exciting, right? Going to a new country is exciting. Driving a Lamborghini, exciting. Do you get the idea? These things are exciting. Interesting is when you see a very good movie. You know, if you see a very good movie, that's interesting. If you read...
I think, Doctor, the difference here, interesting, it's the mood, but exciting, power push me to do something, or make me excited to do something big.
I think you're right. I think you're right, yes. With the interesting, it's more mental. It means you're feeling, your mind is stimulated. This is very nice.
Yeah, stimulate you and influence you to do something.
Are you talking about interesting or exciting?
No, exciting.
No, I think exciting is more with the body, more adrenaline, you know, more energy. Ooh, this is very, your heart is pumping, and this is something, you know, this is exciting. For example, many for people who play sports, they can tell you that playing a football match and winning is exciting, right? Or for example, swimming, if you like swimming, it's exciting. So interesting is doing something you like a hobby. If you like drawing, or if you like painting, this is interesting. If you like watching movies, it's interesting. In Arabic, how can we translate them? If we want to...
interesting حاجة ممتعة استمتعت بها، لكن exciting حاجة تخليني أنا
مثير.
يعني هيك motivate me.
إثارة هيك زي ما
مشوق.
Yes, exciting تمشي أكثر مع إثارة تشويق. Exciting. Exciting تمشي حتى حاجة تعطيك دافع, something that motivates you. That's correct. But sometimes it doesn't motivate you. It's just fun. It's just lots of excitement, right? But interesting is مثير للاهتمام, مثير للتأمل, maybe مثير للتفكر, right? This is the difference. Maybe it's a little quieter. Interesting أخف, أهدى شوية من exciting, right? This is the idea. يعني mood, انسجام, ممكن ترجم عليك, ممكن تكون كويسة. Interesting يثير الانسجام maybe, أو يثير الاهتمام. This is the idea. All right, now relaxing, I think it's clear. Everybody knows relaxing. So can you think of 3 places near your city where you can do these things? If you want to have an exciting day out in Tripoli, for example, what do you do? Where do you go, Najat and Rashid? If you want an exciting day in Tripoli, what do you do?
والله nothing for me.
Rashid?
You can go swim.
Maybe you can go swim. Yeah, if
you can
want.
go swim in the floods, in the
floods.
It's rain.
Yeah,
yes.
After the rain, you can swim in the water, right? In the street. You can dive, you can jump from, you can go to the top of your house, the apartment building, or if you live in a house, go to the top and jump, right? Maybe if you die, at least you died doing something fun. And if you don't die, you will have a swim. So it's a win-win situation. It's it's fun. Live fun, die fun. This is an example of yes, Kiran.
For me, go to the club and play football.
Yes, this is a good idea. If you like football, playing football is exciting, of course.
Yeah.
All right. And what about you, Selma? Is there something exciting you can do near your house, somewhere exciting, where you can do exciting activities, exciting things?
No, just sleep.
Just sleep? Nothing exciting? Everything is boring.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, what about an interesting place to go in Tripoli? Can you think of an interesting place? Najat and Rashid? Rashid, what do you think? An interesting place near Aqua Park?
Yeah.
Do we have Aqua Park in Libya?
Yes, we
Yes.
have Anzara, but small.
Tajura.
Tajura? I've heard about it, I think. Smart bad, like, I haven't been there. Is it nice? Is
قبل
it?
نمشي لك مصارش لا تبديش عليها.
So you don't know.
A little bit expensive.
It's a bit expensive.
Yes.
Is it still open?
Yes.
Yes.
For the children play and
so it's not for
picnic and
it's not for adults. It's not for you can't go.
No.
Children
for,
only.
For adult.
check it on the
No.
Adults.
For adult, yes. For adult and for families, you can
No.
look.
Not family. Not family.
It's for
everybody, maybe.
I think
yes.
no. Tajura.
Not Tajura.
For the guys.
I think about Anzara.
Maybe there are two. ممكن في زوز. ممكن مش نفس اللي تتكلموا عليهم. Maybe Kilani is talking about one and Najat you're talking about another one.
Maybe yes.
Okay. So maybe you can say maybe this is also interesting or exciting. Maybe. For me, I think an interesting place. It was. Do you know Caracalla Cafe? In the past, there was Caracalla Cafe in Hainandlis.
It was famous. Yes, it was famous.
Yes, and there was another one in Subitlat before they burned it
yes.
to the ground. I think those places for me were very interesting because I like coffee and I like the cakes they made.
Yes, carrot cake.
Carrot cake, very nice with the white cream, very super tasty, very yummy. I like it very much. Yeah.
I remember it very well.
Yeah, me too. I used to love that. And you could just sit there for a whole day. Just bring your laptop or bring a book or something. If you come alone, it's fun. If you come with a friend, it's fun. You know, maybe it's a little bit expensive, a little bit compared to normal cafes. Of course, it's expensive. But if you compare it to cafes abroad, like Costa or Starbucks, it's a lot cheaper, and the coffee is better. To be honest, it was better, but at the end, the last 2 years, it wasn't very good. I think because I don't know what the reason was.
Everything in Libya.
Everything is going downhill. Everything is
tasteless.
Yes. Okay. What about
for me the
Rashid? Yes. For you,
the most interesting thing in right now it's نخطم كيف نقول
pass by.
Yes, pass by the Union Street. And I saw the no cars.
No cars?
20 cars.
20 cars? What's this?
الكلمة هاربة مني بس جديدة. New.
تجديدة شنو؟
خلاص.
Is there something happening? إن في هل صايرة حاجة حتى الشارع 11 يونيو؟ بجد 11 يونيو؟
لا السيارات اللي يجيبوا فيهم جدد مرسيدس برابوس.
You mean the car gallery, the car exhibitions, right? The where they sell cars.
Yes.
معارض نفسهم. You're right. Yes. Yeah. The latest models you mean from 2020 and 2021. The latest cars, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry.
That's correct. Yes. So if you pass in 11 you can see the new cars. That's true. Yes. I think I love cars. I think they're very nice. They're very interesting to see the latest cars, the latest Mercedes, the latest, the Land Cruisers, and there are so many interesting cars, BMWs. So you can find lots of good.
Lamborghini too.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it yet. Do they have it in 11? Is there a Lamborghini? I saw photos.
Yes.
I saw photos on TikTok, but I didn't see it in. I didn't see it in the gallery itself, in the exhibition. I didn't see any Lamborghinis.
I saw it maybe last 2 months.
2 months ago.
Lamborghini, yes, SUV.
That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What about something relaxing? Can you do something relaxing now in Libya? Salma and Kilani. Can you think of something interesting?
In Guardian, go to the mountain.
Yes, I think that's nice. Can you can go hiking? You mean hiking in the mountains? Do you know hiking? What it means, Abdurrahman? Hiking.
No.
Hiking is like it's like walking in the mountains.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just walking. You walk around. You go walking and walking around. So walking in a natural place is called hiking.
Okay.
Okay, so you can go hiking. Can you go camping in the mountains? Can you sleep outside, or is it safe? Can you do this or not safe?
No, yes, you can, yes.
So you can stay, you can go camping in the mountains and sleep in the mountains.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
you can, yes.
All right, okay. What about you, Selma? What's something relaxing to do where you live? Can you think of something relaxing? That doesn't include sleep. Selma, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, can you think of something relaxing? That's not, don't say sleeping. Think of something else.
I didn't have relaxed day here.
So nothing relaxing to do where you live.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here we're going to read an article. And there are many things to do in these two places. So we have two options, two places. We're going to read about these two places. We will compare them to each other. So the first place is called Chessington. This is the first place. And the second place is called Regent's Park. All right. So let's read about the first place, and then we want to answer the questions, okay? Let me show you the first place. I think the second place is in the second page. Yeah, exactly, yes. Okay. So let's read the first place first. Chessington World of Adventures, okay? So take a few minutes, read this, and then we'll do the questions together.
Doctor, no photo.
Here, can you see the article with the gorilla, with the blue background? Can you see this, Najat? Can you see the book? Najat? Abdurrahman, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
no.
Just
Yes.
checking. Can you
Yes,
see it,
no,
Najat?
yes.
Okay, I think maybe you had a bit of a connection problem. Can you see it? Chessington World of Adventures. This is what we want to read.
Yes.
When you finish it, just say we finished, I finished, and we can do the questions.
Yes.
Okay, have you finished?
Yes.
All right, so Rashid, you can start first. Can you go to Chessington on Sundays? Can you go on Sundays?
On Sundays?
Yes. Can you go on Sundays?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Because it says,
Open every day.
yes,
From every day.
it's open every day, right? It's open
Yes.
every day. Okay, number 2, Abdurrahman. Which animals can you see there?
Yeah, you can bet a family of gorilla and see some beautiful big cats, including pairs of Sumatra.
Sumatran.
Sumatra.
Yeah.
Sumatra.
Sumatran is, these are tigers that come from Sumatra. Sumatra is an island in Indonesia.
Okay.
So this is just a type, نوع من أنواع النمور. It's just a type of tiger. It's a kind of tiger. It's a rare tiger. Do you know what the meaning of rare is? Rare.
400 only.
نادرة منها.
Yes. So it's a very rare tiger. Okay, very nice. Very good, Abdurrahman. Okay, Salma, question number 3. How long is Chessington open every day? How long does it stay open?
From 10 a.m. To 7 p.m.
Correct. Yeah, so it's open for how many hours is it open every day?
9 hours.
Correct. It's open for 9 hours every day. Very nice. Okay, and Najat, what are the names of the 2 rides in Chessington?
The first one, Frightened Vampire Ride.
Okay, so
And
the
the
vampire
second-
ride, yeah.
Yes.
And what about the second one?
Runway
Yeah,
train ride.
runaway train ride. Correct, correct. All right, so this is the first place that you can visit. It's called Chessington. Now, let's take a look at the second place. Let's take a look at Regent's Park in London. So here it is. Let's read about it. Okay, I think maybe we have to zoom out. Okay, can you see it? You know what? I have a better idea. خنقربوا والجزء اللي نكمله, we'll move to the other one. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. What's on in Regent's Park? So start here from most, okay? And when you reach the end, just tell me and I'll scroll down, I'll move down.
Same problem. No photo.
Sorry.
Finish.
Okay, you finished this part. Let's move. Let's move a little bit.
I see nothing.
I think you have a problem with your connection, Najat. Maybe you have to sign out and sign in. Can you see the book, Najat?
Okay.
Can you see it now?
No.
No?
I sign out and
Yeah, sign out and sign in. Okay, when you finish, just tell me you finished so we can go to the questions.
Okay, I finish.
I finished.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's check the questions about Regent's Park. Let's check. So, is the theater in Regent's Park, is it open in October? Is the theater open in October?
No,
No.
from
No,
June to
September.
September.
Yeah, only to September. Okay, good. And the second question, it says, can you go on a bird walk in the evenings? Can you go on a bird walk in the evenings?
No.
No.
No. You can only go in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Wait.
it's between 8:30 and 11:30 every Sunday. So this means you cannot go on bird walks in the evenings, right? It has to be in the morning. Okay, let's check the third question, number 3. How long is the Royal London Bike Ride?
12 mile.
Let's check. 12 miles. Is that correct?
12 mile.
12
Yes.
miles.
Yes, Abdurrahman, you're right. 12 miles. So the Royal London Bike Ride is 12 miles. 12 miles. That's correct. All right. Now it says here, what kind of music can you hear in the park?
Rock and jazz.
Jazz and
Rock and jazz. I think
Yes.
also.
Actually, it says everything. Everything
Everything
from
rock and jazz.
rock and jazz to classical. It means there are many options. You can listen to anything there. There's lots of live.
Okay.
There's lots of live music, right? Rock, jazz, classical. So there are many different types of music. All right, very nice. Now it said here, how many things can you do in each park? So how many things can you do in the first park? In Chessington, how many things you can do in the first park? Who can give me a list? Samiha, can you give me a list of some of the things you can do in Chessington? Oops.
Listen to music.
I think you're talking about the other park because we have 2 parks. You didn't read the first part. Okay,
No.
tell us about the second part. What can you do in the second part, Samiha? You can listen.
Listen to music and go to open theater.
Correct.
Mm,
Okay, I'll show you. What else?
walking on no walking bike. Go to bike ride.
Yes, bike rides.
That's it, I think.
And you can also go on guided bird walks. What does it mean? What does this mean? Guided bird walks. What do you think it means?
Yeah.
This one, guided bird walks. Here. Sorry. Where is it? The box. What does this mean? Guided bird walks.
مسرحية من الثياتر.
No, that's the theater.
Okay.
مسرحية is theater, but guided bird walks. What do you think? What does the word guided mean? Yes, Rashid?
Like
what did you say, Abdurrahman?
guided maybe map.
Good. Not a map. It means there's a person who will guide you. Do you understand?
مرشد سياح.
Yes. بالضبط راشد. في مرشد ممكن مش سياحي هنا في الحالة هذه، ممكن يكون مرشد متخصص في الطيور مثلا، يفهم فيهم أو يقرأ فيهم أو حاجة زي كذا. Right? So the person, المرشد هذا, is an expert. He knows a lot about birds. So if you go with him in the morning, he will take you and take a group, and you go together in on a walk. Of course, you have to be quiet, and maybe you can use, binoculars. Do you know the binoculars? They call them binoculars. Let me write it. Binoculars. So you can use binoculars. Binoculars. Like this. Okay. So a binocular, it allows you to see things which are far away. So if the bird is on a tree and the tree is far away, you can check it with a binocular, right? Or if you have a camera with zoom, with a big lens, you can also use your camera lens and you can see the bird, right? And some people, they have like a notebook and they like to sketch the birds, right? Or maybe they have like a bird book and they check the species, the type of bird. So this is a hoopoe. This
like a telescope.
Like a telescope, but a telescope is used for space. Only for space. But a binoculars, you can use them. منظار binoculars. منظار. Right? Yes. And مش شرط منظار، تقدر لو عندك كاميرا فيها zoom, you have a big lens، لو عندك عدسة كبيرة زي بتاع المحترفين هذوك, you can just use your lens and you can zoom on the bird and take a photo. طبعا في ناس عندهم ده هواية، هذا الموضوع متابعة الطيور وأصنافها وأنواعها وحاجة زي هذه. So if you like this thing, if you like it, you can do it in Regent's Park, right? Yes. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting, checking birds. It's a nice thing, I think. All right, so these are some of the things we can do in Regent's Park. All right, Selma, tell us what are the things, how many things can you do in where is it? In Chessington. Selma, can you tell us about the things we can do in Chessington?
Okay. You can visit Mexican and go amazing runway train ride.
So you can go on a ride, correct?
And
Can you eat? Can you eat something in Chessington?
Yeah.
What can you eat? Where can you
Can
eat?
eat Mexican restaurant
Correct, yes.
nearby.
Nearby. Nearby,
And
it means near. This is the
Near,
meaning, nearby.
yeah.
Near. Mhm. Correct.
Okay, and you can see some animal.
Correct. You can see animals. Yes. Mhm. Okay, that's correct. Yes. So you have how many things? I think 3 things. You can go on rides, you can eat in a restaurant, and you can see animals. So we have 3 things. But in Regent's Park, I think we have maybe 5 things, right? You can check
Yeah.
the theater. You can go on, the bird walks, the guided bird walks. You can take a bike ride. You can listen to music. شنو تاني؟ كان في حاجة خامسة I think. Let's check. So you can listen to music. You can go to the theater. You can take 4 things. There are 4 things you can do. All right. So this means how many things in each place. In Regent's Park, you can do 4 things, but in Chessington, you can do 3 things, right? Okay.
yes.
All right. Now, let's check the question. Where would you like to go? For example, here. Who would like to go to Chessington, and who would like to go to Regent's Park? Abdurrahman, which place would you like to go to? Which place do you prefer?
Like Regent Park.
Okay, why would you like to go there?
Because you can go to the theater
You
in
can go
Regent
to-
Park,
Mhm.
and you can go to bird walks. You can see the bird walks,
Mhm.
the guided bird walks,
Yes.
and you can go to the London bike ride,
Yes.
or
Mhm.
maybe listen to the music.
Yeah, you can also listen to live music, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And do you think this is more interesting than going on a ride? Or do you think a ride is more exciting?
Yes, I think yes.
Do you prefer the ride or do you prefer the other activities in Regent's Park? What do you think is better?
I think Chessington.
Chessington?
Chessington, yes.
What do you think? Chessington is more exciting?
Yes, it's more exciting.
But you prefer Regent's Park? You think Regent's Park is better?
Yes, I prefer Regent's Park.
Ah, nice. Okay, okay, very nice. What about you, Rashid? What do you think? Where would you like to go?
Regent Park.
Okay, why? Why would you like to go there?
Because there is too many things exciting to do.
Because you mean in Regent's Park there are more exciting or more interesting things to do, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your favorite thing here to do from these 4 activities? What do you think is the most interesting or most exciting thing for you?
Open air theater.
You like the theater. You think it's exciting.
Yes.
Why do you think it's
theater منطقة.
no theater is this photo? Can you see the picture? You have a stage and you have people acting, you know?
Yes.
So
I don't like theater.
you don't like theater?
ما حسبهاش مسرحية.
مسرحية. yes. theater اللي هو المسرح نفسه. المسرحية it's called a play. play اللي هي المسرحية play. والمسرح نفسه is a theater. Okay, so you don't like the theater. What about the other things? What else do you think is interesting?
قيود.
The guided bird walks. The bird walks. Do you think this is interesting? The bird walks?
Yes.
Do you like birds?
Not really much.
Not a lot. All right. What about the bike ride? Do you like bikes? Do you like riding bikes?
Yes.
So maybe this is interesting. All right. Okay, that's nice. And what about you, Samiha? Which one do you think is more interesting? Would you like to go to the Regent's Park, or would you like to go to Chessington Park? To Chessington, I mean. Which one is more interesting for you? Which one do you think is more exciting?
I think Regent's Park is more interesting.
More interesting. But
Yes,
do you like rides? Do you like going on rides?
No, but
You don't like
I
rides?
like music. No,
okay.
I don't like.
You don't like rides, but you like music. All
Yes,
right.
and I think I hope to listen to live music. I think it's
Yeah, I think that's very interesting to listen to live music.
Yes.
What about
Live
bikes?
music, yes.
What about the theater, going on a bike ride or going on a bird walk? What do you think of these other activities? Do you think they're interesting? Are they exciting?
Yes, all of activities are interesting.
Okay. And your number one activity, the best one, is it live music, or do you have another?
I think yes. Yes, I like music. This is the best.
Nice. That's good. And what about you, Salma? Where would you like to go?
Regent Park.
All of you want to go to Regent's Park. Nobody wants to go to Chessington.
Because more interesting.
Because it's more interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Salma? What's your favorite activity from this list? What do you think is the best thing here?
Guided bird walks.
Do you like birds? Do you think it's interesting to check birds and take photos of different birds?
Yes, I like birds.
Yeah, me too. I think it's fun checking different birds, writing their names and their photos. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
What about the theater? Would you like to go to the open air theater?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a normal
I like
theater and an open air theater? What's the difference? What do we mean when we say open air theater? What's the meaning? What do you think? Abdurrahman, what do you think? Open air theater, what's the meaning? Do you think, is it indoors or is it outdoors?
Outdoor.
Excellent. Yes. So an open air theater, it's like a market. It's not in a building.
Without
Without a ceiling. It's
Without-
open.
without roof.
Without a roof. Yes.
Without roof.
Not in a room. It's not inside a building. It's outside.
Yes.
You know? It's a bit like do you know the Roman theater? مسرح الروماني اللي عندنا في لبنان. Do you know? This is an example of an outdoor theater, of an open air theater. It's very old, but this is an example, right? So it's not inside a building. So this is the meaning of open air. يعني في الهواء طلق مفتوح. مسرح مفتوح. Okay, so now we talked about the two places. We're going to listen. We'll have some listening. We're going to listen to the Stevens family, okay? So we're going to listen to a family, and we want to put the places they talk about in the correct order, okay? So the family is going to have a discussion together, okay? They're going to talk about different places. One of them is Chessington. They will talk about Regent's Park. They will also talk about the station, the beach, and an open air theater. So they'll talk about all of these things. So what we want to do is we're going to listen first and put the places in order. So the first thing you hear, number one. Second thing, number two, number three, number four. Okay? Do you get the idea? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So let's listen. CD, I think this is CD3. Which unit is this? Unit 8, is it unit 8? Yes, CD3. 8.8. Where is it?
There's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Go to the beach.
Oh, no.
Hi, Terry. I'm fine, thanks. Just back from holiday, actually.
Where did you go?
We went to Thailand. A place called Phuket. It's an island.
Yes, I know. But I thought you didn't like beach holidays.
Me? Oh, yes, I love the beach. It was my choice, actually. Monica wanted to go to Bangkok.
Really?
Okay, so now we will listen.
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh, no. Not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend the day at Regent's Park. It's really beautiful in summer, and there's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides. It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, OK. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
Okay. Now, let's put the places in the correct order. So what's the first place they talked about?
The beach.
The beach.
Okay, so this is number 1. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, what about number 2? What's the second place they talked about? Regent's Park. Okay, so this is the second place. Number 3.
An open air theater.
Open air theater. Okay. The fourth place.
Chessington.
Chessington. Okay.
Chessington.
Yeah.
And the station.
And the station is the last thing. Okay, now we're going to listen again, but this time we're going to do true, false. Okay, so let's move to the next exercise in part B. So here we are going to do true, false. Okay, I have a better idea. Let me play the listening first and then you can do it. It's better than the other way around. So let's listen again.
It's more crowded. To go to the beach.
Oh, no.
To go to the beach.
Hi, Terry. I'm fine, thanks. Just back from holiday, actually.
Where did you go?
We went to Thailand. A place called Phuket. It's an island.
Yes, I know. But I thought you didn't like beach holidays.
Me? Oh, yes, I love the beach. It was my choice, actually. Monica wanted to go to Bangkok.
Really?
Okay, you can listen now.
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh, no. Not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend the day at Regent's Park. It's really beautiful in summer and there's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides. It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
Okay, now let's do the true false. So, number 1, the Stevens family went to the beach last weekend.
True.
True or false?
True.
True.
Yeah. Who else thinks it's false? Rashid, only Rashid? Okay, so we can listen to this one more time. Okay, Rashid thinks it's false. Number 2, true or false? Mrs. Stevens, of course, Mrs. Stevens is the mother, right? So Mrs. Stevens thinks Regent's Park is boring. True or false?
False.
Okay.
False.
Kilani thinks it's false. What do you think, Samiha? True or false? Number 2. Did you hear it? Number 2? Okay, maybe she's...
and it is very beautiful. Like ما قالتش.
Okay, what about number 3? Her son wants to go to Chessington.
Yeah.
True.
True.
Okay, so true. And the next one.
False. False.
Number
False.
4.
Last week.
True.
His,
True.
true or false?
False.
True.
Why true? Why true and why false? Tell us why it's true. Selma, why is it true?
I hear it last week.
Last week?
Yes, me too.
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will listen again. Number 5, he can bring a friend with him. Is this true or false?
True.
Okay.
True, yes.
All right, so this means we have number 1 and number the ones where we're not sure. So we're not sure of number 1. We're not sure of number 4. Okay, so let's listen one last time and let's check these answers.
Interesting.
It's more crowded.
But Phuket's more expensive. Hi, Terry. I'm fine. It was my choice, actually. Monica wanted to go to Bangkok.
Really?
Okay, so now let's listen and let's check the right answers.
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh no, not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
True or false, number 1?
True.
True.
Yes. We went to the beach last weekend. We went to the beach last weekend. Okay. Very nice.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend the day at Regent's Park. It's really beautiful in summer and there's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
Okay, so number 2, we said it's false. Okay. Now let's listen to number 3.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides.
Number 4?
False.
False.
False, yeah. He said my friends went there last week, right?
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, last week. Okay. And the last one, let's listen to number 5. I think it's correct also.
It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
Okay. All right, so so here, this is the story of the Stevens family, and this is where they want to go, okay? And what did they decide to do? Where did they decide to go at the end? After
Regent
this?
Park.
Regent Park.
Yes,
Park.
correct, yes. So at the end, they decided to go to to Regent's Park. Very good. All right, so let's check our next exercise. So here we're going to talk a little bit about, okay, this is just for pronunciation, I think. You know what, let's skip this. It's a bit of a waste of time. I'll just tell you what they want us to talk about here. They just want us to notice the pronunciation here. First of all is the way that do you here, when we pronounce it in the middle of the sentence, we don't say, what do you want? No, because if you check here, can you see what? There is stress here on what, yeah? So we say what, it's stress, عليها stress. And then if we check want, it's also stressed. Do is stressed. And tomorrow حتى هي stressed. لكن الباقي كلها مش stressed, right? So when we read it, لو نقرأ بطريقتنا العادية متاع الحصة حتكون what do you want to do tomorrow? Okay, this is هذه الإنجليزية متاع الفصل. But in real English or in real life, it's a bit different. They will say, what do you want to do tomorrow? Right? So here, do you becomes je. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want? And to, it's not to anymore, it's ta. What do you want to do? To do tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, ta. Can you see each time كل مرة يستعمل الرمز المقلوب هذا the schwa? Can you see it? Here. And they used it again مع to استعملوها مرة ثانية. استعملوها مرة ثانية مع to اللي في بداية tomorrow. تا زي فتحة مرخية أكيد لو نقارناها بالعربي. يعني أصبحت معاش to أصبحت تا. معاش tomorrow أصبحت tomorrow. Right? Of course these things يعني هذا مرات يصير في نص الحوار يعني عادة في native speech. طبعا احنا مش مطلوب منا نديرها بالضبط لكن مجرد ملاحظات ان عادة المتكلم توقع منا حيتكلم لك بالطريقة هذه مش بالطريقة اللي احنا متوقعينها اللي هي what do you want to do tomorrow. هذه عادة في الشرح حتكون بالشكل هذا لكن in the conversation it's a bit different. هذه الأولى. Okay. Now the second one, here they want you to pay attention to I would, because in English usually I would, they always use it together, right? So they don't say I would. نادر جدا يستعملوا فيها مع بعضها كاملة أكيد. يعني عادة دائما يستعملوا في الاختصار I'd, right? So here I'd like to go نفس الشيء to المرة هذه not stressed فمعاش to حنقولوا ta. I'd like to go لأنها it's the main verb فعطينها stress مهمة. I'd like to go to مرة تانية the معاش the ولت أقصر to the beach to the beach. I'd like to go to the يعني من to the أصبحت لنا to the. okay. طبعا كلها يبان غريبته هيك بالطريقة هذه لكن تو نعود لكم التراك مجرد البداية. Just listen to the beginning اللي هو البداية بكل اللي هو عادة الفاذر حيبدأ مستر ستيفن هو اللي حيقول الأولى وحيرد الولد. okay. So we will listen to them. The son is going to answer. So just listen to the beginning, only the beginning. وركزوا كيف يقولوها كيف حيقراها هذه these two sentences. Let's check.
Phuket's probably safer too.
There's lots to do there. To go to the beach.
It was my choice, actually. It was my choice, actually. Monica wanted to go to Bangkok.
Really?
Okay, can you listen to the recording? باين الصوت?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let's
Yes.
listen to the beginning. خلينا نشوفوا قصة النطق كيف داروه هذا الموضوع. So let's listen to the first two sentences.
Recording 8.8. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to go to the beach.
Okay, did you hear that?
Yes.
So مجرد ملاحظات يعني في قصة النطق. موضوع الشواء ممكن كتروش منها شوية قصة الشواء هذه، لكن البين أن هي بسبب مشاكل لبعض ممكن إحنا كمتكلمين بالعربية ما مش هذيك الإشكالية الكبيرة، بس قريت عليها إن موضوع الشواء في هالبلغات ما عندهمش الصوت هذا بكل، منها التركية في مجموعة لغات ما عندهمش الصوت هذا، ف يدير لهم شوية مشاكل. في الإنجليزية معبي الصوت هذا، أي حاجة مش ستريس يحطوا فيه الصوت هذا. التو تولي التا، الذا تولي الذا، فيعني موجود بكثرة. Okay, so I think we can move on. نقدر نمشوا ل number 5. Let's check number 5. وضحت الفكرة أعتقد. Okay, now this is nice. So here, planning a day out. Okay, so here, if you want to ask someone, what they want to do, these are 3 different ways. You can ask your friend or maybe your family or anybody what they want to do, right? And this is how you answer. You can say, I'd like, or I'd want, or you can say, I'd rather. So we have 3 different ways to ask and 3 different ways to answer. There's something important, of course, here. When you say, I'd like to go to the beach. What's the difference? Who can tell me the difference between I want, let me write it here, between I want to go to the beach and I'd like to go to the beach. What's the difference here? Is it the same or is there any difference? What do you think?
No, there is different.
I'd like, maybe I prefer.
Okay. Okay. What do you think the difference is, Rashid?
I want, I think, not like me.
Not like? What is it, Rashid? What do you think, Samiha? What's the difference between I want to go to the beach and I'd like to go to the beach? Is it the same meaning or is it different?
I would like, I think, I want to like, I want to go. That's mean.
So it's the same meaning.
No. I would like. I don't know, but I think they are different. That's the meaning.
Okay, let's check. Salma?
Maybe.
Yes.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, Kirani.
And I'd like the question, what do you want? But
Okay.
in I want, what do you like to do?
Okay, so you mean it depends on the question. If they ask you with want, you answer with want. If they ask you with like, would you like, you answer with I'd like. هيك قصدك؟
I'd like معناها شنو تبي تدير، لكن في I want شنو تحب تدير.
Okay. Okay, actually.
I think I want.
Yes, Samiha.
I want its answer for something that is necessary for me, not like I would like. I would like it's just a hope, I think.
Okay, but if want is for something necessary, what about need? I need.
I can use I need also. I need, I think it's better, but I just different between want. I would like that.
Can we say I need to go to the beach?
No,
I need,
no.
it's more necessary. No.
I need مثلا تقول I need some water.
Yeah, maybe that's better.
Or I need to go.
بس need ما تجيش مثلا
لا,
I need to go حتى هي تمشي حالها. I need to go. I need to leave ممكن أحسن.
I need to go for something very necessary.
Yeah, something very important. Yeah, something necessary. So I need to leave. I need to go. Sorry, I need to go. لكن عادة حتى I need to go يقولوا هم ديما I have to go أفضل. need أكتر حاجة يستعمل فيها مع الاحتياج. ممكن مثال المية بتاع عبد الرحمن ممكن أحسنهم كان. I need some water. Maybe you're very thirsty. I need some water. I need time. You know, maybe someone wants you to finish something and you say, I need more time. I can't, it's not ready. I haven't finished. I need more time. Right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to want and would like. Let's check Selma what she thinks. What do you think, Selma? What's the difference with I'd like and I want? Is there a difference? Or is it the same, you think? What do you think?
Different, but
how are they different? In which way?
I think different,
but you're not sure how.
Now. Yeah.
Okay. They're actually they're not really different, to be honest. They're almost the same, except when you say I'd like. Sometimes it's more polite. Do you get the idea? This is the only main difference. If you say I'd like, it's a bit more polite. So if you go to a cafe, maybe it's better to say I'd like a cup of coffee. It's better than I want a cup of coffee. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
Because when you say I want a cup of coffee, زي كأنه نوع من زي تفرض انت فرض زي الأمر زي give me a cup of coffee, right? فنوع من الفرض. لكن I'd like يعني بودي نتحصل يعني لو بترجمها.
ألطف في الاستخدام يعني.
Yeah, it's a little more polite. This is the main difference. طبعا كجرامر أكيد في شوية اختلافات بيناتهم، لكن كمعنى عام في المجمل I would like, I'd like, you can use it with your family and you can use it with anybody. I'd like. But want, maybe you can't use it with everybody. You can use it with your brother, sister, maybe with your parents, no problem. But it's not a very good idea to use it with your boss or to use it in a public place when you need something, or even when you want something. It's better to say I'd like. I'd like a cappuccino, please. And I'd like a cappuccino and still water, please, for example. Okay. So this is the main difference. ولو تلاحظوا في حتى نوع من المرونة في الإجابات. يعني what do you want to do tomorrow? I'd like to go to the beach. رغم أن السؤال كان be want، لكن الإجابة كانت be like. لاحظتها ما أعرف لو ركزتوا فيها. The father زي معكوسة Mr. Stephen, when he asked this question, Mr. Stevens, his wife Mrs. Stevens, she answered him with I'd like. وبعدين لما سألوا الولد جاوبهم ب I want. So the meaning is you know, it's not very it's almost the same. يعني يستعملون بشكل متبادل يعني. فالمعنى يعني مضمون العام للمعنى is the same. It's the same meaning. Now عندنا واحدة تانية I'd rather. I'd rather.
prefer يعني.
بالضبط. If you say I'd rather, it means I'd rather stay at home. It means you, the idea, it's something that you don't want. When they give you an option that you don't want, طبعا حتبان فكرتي أكثر لو نديروا part B here. خلينا نشوفوا part B حتبان فكرتي. It says here, complete the rule with I want to do this, or I want to do this more than something else. تمام. خلينا نديروا نشروا على options يعني. So the first option.
المفضلة يعني.
Yes. It's almost the same as prefer زي ما قلت انت يا عبد الرحمن. It says here, complete the rule with I want to do this, وإلا I want to do this more than something else. Which one is the right answer بالنسبة لي I'd rather? We use I'd rather to say أما واحدة منهم. What do you think?
Number 2.
I want to do this more than something else.
Correct.
Rather than.
Yeah. Correct. This is the idea. I want to do this more than something else, right? So when you say لما رد عليهم لما قالوا له do you want to go to Regent's Park, what did the son say? He said I'd rather stay at home. You know, he عنده مازال الحوش خير. You know, so yeah, I'd rather stay at home. It means he doesn't want to go to Regent's Park. يعني من كتة انه ما يبيش يمشي وفي الاخير رضاه غصبا عنه، لكن في الاول قاعد يحاول يفرض عليهم، فقاعد يدلهم في الجو قال لهم عندي الحوش خير. You know, because usually children they sometimes do this, right? When they're upset or when you want to take them to somewhere, they sometimes say home is better. Of course, home is not better, but they just want to show you they're angry. So children, when they're angry, they sometimes say things like this. But this is the meaning. It's like I prefer home more than Regent's Park. لكن بدل ما تطولها بالطريقة هذه تقول I'd rather stay at home. Right? So this is the idea. I'd rather, it means you prefer. Now, in part C, let's complete the rules with would rather, would like, and want. So here it's a bit of a grammar question, this one. So here the options عندنا يا إما would rather. طبعا would rather حتى هي شوية British أكثر منها American. الإنجليزي يستعمل فيها أكثر شوية من الأمريكان. كان ماشي يستعمل فيها would rather. But the British people still use rather. They still use it a lot. Okay, so now let's complete the rules with would rather, would like, or want. Let's use them here. So let's check number 1. It says after واحدة من الثلاثة هادو we use infinitive. Okay, let's check the examples.
Rather.
Which ones did we use infinitives?
Rather.
What do you think?
Would rather.
Okay, let's check if you're right, Kilani. It says I'd rather. What did we use after rather?
Infinitive.
So Kilani is right. Yes. After would rather. كان صغير خلينا نديرها بالأرقام أحسن. So would rather خلينا نعطيها رقم 1. After would rather we use infinitive. Very nice. Okay, it says after something and something we use infinitive with to. So we say to go, to do, to stay, to. With what do we use?
Would like and want.
Correct. So this means if you use would like or if you use want, you have to use to plus infinitive, okay? So if you want to use would like, you have to say, I would like to have a cup of coffee. I want to have a cup of coffee, right? But if you say, I would rather have a cup of coffee, this means you just say have على طول, infinitive directly, okay? Do you get the idea? So the focus of this exercise is this: how to ask people for what they want to do. So if you want to ask your friend about what he wants to do or what she wants to do, you can use questions like this. What do you want to do? أسهلهم طبعا. What do you want to do? مباشر جدا صح ولا؟ لو تبي تسأل حد شنو يبي تقول له شنو تبي. Alright? زي بالعربي يعني. It's the same thing. If you want to know what your friend wants, just tell him what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want to eat? Right? هذا طبعا صيغة تعتبر very informal اللي هي بين الخوت بين الأصحاب بين الأهل وصغارهم. أبسط طريقة يعني شنو تبي تدير.
لكن البولايت تقول what would you like to do
yes.
to
yeah exactly
to eat to.
correct. So for example, if you're going out with your co-worker, ممكن الكو-worker هذا مشتغلتش معه فترة طويلة أو ما زال مش قريب هلبة منه. Maybe you can ask him where would you like to go. لو مثلا انتوا طالعين مع بعض. Would you like to have a cup of coffee. هذا يعتبر invitation أكثر من سؤال على شنو يبي يدير يعني. أنت بتعزمه بشكل هذا. Would you like. لو أنت غيرتها where would you like وغيرتها yes no تصبح invitation أكثر. Would you like to have a snack. Would you like to have some coffee. فأنت معناه شبه عزمته يعني. Do you want حتى هو طبعا مباشر جدا سؤال do you want. You can ask it to your friend, to your brother or your parents. Do you want. Okay, now let's check the tips. نشوف لو في أي ملاحظات تانية في summary. Let's go there. Let's check. اوكي نفس الكلام الموجود غادي مجرد الاجابات بس اللي هي I'd طبعا زي ما قلنا I would وهنا كاتبينها لك بتip. Would like is more polite than want. ألطف شوية يعني. Okay, no extra information. فيش حاجة إضافية. We can go back. Oops, not this page. Okay. All right, so this is how we ask people what they want, and this is how you answer. If someone asks you what you want, لو حد سألك what do you want, طبعا لو ماش تعرف شو بتجاوب أسهلهم أسهل حاجة I want. صح ولا؟ You can just say I want to have coffee. I want to go to the park. I want to stay at home. I want to sleep. I want to play football. أبسط إجابة I want. ولو مثلا بتخلي إجابتك أحسن شوية I'd like to go. I'd rather stay. I'd rather. هذا لو حد خيرك مثلا. Where would you like.
لا تخير صح؟
Where would you like. I'd rather. لا يمشي حتى إجابة عادية للعلم. لو مثلا سألك شخص قال لك where would you like to go. فأنت تقول مثلا I'd rather go to the. ممكن شوية هي أفضل زي ما أنت قلت يعني ممكن في الخيار أحسن يمشي كرد أفضل من يعني لو حد أعطاك خيار وأنت الخيار ما عجبكش تقدر تعطي له بديل يعني أنت زي تعطي في بديل تاني. مثلا لو شخص صاحبك قال لك do you want to go to the cafe. You can say I'd rather play football مثلا. Give him another option. So we use yes. I'd rather عادة نعطوا بها بديل تاني فتنفهم كأنه يعني عدم قبول الاقتراح اللي نعطالك فأنت ترد عليه I'd rather do something else. مرات لو حتى أنت ما تعرفش أنت بتدير تقدر ترد I'd rather do something else تخليه أنت اقترح حاجة تانية أعطينا حاجة تانية. This is the idea. I'd rather do something else. لو صاحبك قال لك let's go to the cafe. Well, would you like to go to a cafe or do you want to go to the cafe? I'd rather do something else. اقترح يعني كأنك تطلب منه give me another solution, another suggestion, right? أنت بدي أعطيك فكرة تانية. Okay, so this is how we ask, and this is how we answer about things. Now, in number 6, we have a little bit of listening. Okay, هنا مجرد قصة intonation with stress. Okay, so let's do this. Let's listen to this. So, of course, you can listen and you can practice, okay? So you can listen and practice. Let's do this together.
Oh no, not the beach again. I'd rather go somewhere different.
He's right. We went to the beach last weekend.
Would you like to go to London then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can spend the day at Regent's Park. It's really beautiful in summer and there's lots to do there.
Do you want to do that?
Do what, Dad?
Do you want to go to Regent's Park?
Sounds boring. I'd rather stay at home.
It isn't boring. You can go on bike rides, go to concerts, and there's a really good open-air theatre there.
So where would you like to go?
I want to go to Chessington.
Oh, I don't think so. It's a long way.
But my friends went there last week. There are lots of animals and some great rides. It sounds fun.
But you can see animals in Regent's Park. That's where London Zoo is. Look, your mum's right. The park sounds good. Let's go there. You can bring a friend with you.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask Jason?
Fine. Tell him to be at the station tomorrow at 9.
Okay, now, how do you think we say, how do we say this? Samiha, what do you think? How do we read this?
Would you like?
Yes, Abdurrahman, can you read this?
Would you like?
Yes. عادة حيكون بدل ما يقولوا would you، لأن would you شو معناها تستلزم؟ المفروض لو بتقولها بالطريقة هذه معناها المفروض يكون عندك ستريس هنا وعندك ستريس هنا، صح ولا؟ ولو بنقرأ بطريقة، لأن المدرس عادة في الحصة كلهم بيدير لهم ستريس لأن يبي الطالب يسمع، بس هي دي الفكرة. فمثلا لما نقرأ بنقول would you like to go to the beach، فكلهم حندير لهم ستريس هنا. بس طبعا في المتكلم الحقاني مستحيل حيدير لك بالشكل هذا. مش حيدير لك ستريس الا في الحاجات اللي زي ما اتفقنا هي اساسيه في الجمله، غيرك الباقي كلها no stress. So this means they will not say would you, they will say would you. Would you like to go to the not to the، زي ما اتفقنا بكري يعني. فالاضافه هنا اللي هي قصه would you تصبح would you. Would you like? Would you? زي جلا جا do you أصبحت جا. فبعض التغيير في الصوت. Okay, so let's listen and let's try to practice this. Okay, حاولوا نديروا لها practice. فلما تديروا لها practice حتصبح أسهل، حتى في listening تصبح لكم أسهل. So let's listen. Listen and practice.
Recording 8.9.
Would you like to go to the beach?
Okay, can you say?
Would you like to go to the beach?
Would you like to go to the beach?
Would you like to go to the beach?
Good.
I'd rather stay at home.
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 Don't forget I'd rather. Right? I'd rather.
Do you want to go to the theatre?
Did you want to go to the theatre?
You want to go to the theater?
هل did
Do
ولا
you
do؟
want to go to the theater?
سميحة هل هي did ولا do؟ do مش did ولا؟ لكن هو هل قال do you want ولا هل قال do you want؟ do you want مرة واحدة جاء. يعني لو نكتبها بحروف عربية يعني إن بنوريكم بس مجرد التغيير اللي صار. يعني ولت الحكاية من do you، صح ولا؟ أصبحت يعني شوفي من do you هذا لما يبدو stressed الاثنين stressed أصبحت جا مرة واحدة right جوانت to go طبعا مش يعني ممكن فتحة أكتر لأنها شوا ما هيش صوت أكثر شوي. Okay, now let's listen to the next sentence.
I'd rather go to the cinema.
I'd rather to go to the cinema.
I'd rather
go to the cinema.
Yes.
I'd
لكن
rather
rather
go to the cinema.
good. rather هل
I'd
فيها to
rather.
ولا ما فيهاش؟ هل نستعمل في to مع بعد
No.
rather ولا no to؟
No.
Yeah.
Infinitive.
Infinitive على طول. Yeah. Infinitive directly. Good.
Eric.
Yes.
What do you want to do tomorrow?
What do you want to do tomorrow?
Very good.
What do you want to do tomorrow?
Yes. ولو نديروها بطريقتهم حتكون جوانت. What do you want?
What do you
want to do?
جوانت. كأنها لغة أفريقية أصبحت. What do you want? What do you want to do tomorrow? Okay.
I'd like to go to London.
I'd like go to the
I'd
London.
like to go to the London.
I'd like to the London.
Okay, do we use the before London?
We thought no.
No, we don't, right?
We don't.
Yeah. So how
Can
do
you
we
repeat
say
it,
it?
doctor?
Okay. طبعا إعادة صعب شوية. لكن أنا رجع خلينا نشوف
They go to the cinema.
اللي قبلها.
What do you want to do tomorrow?
هذه اللي قبلها.
I'd like to go to London.
I'd like to go to the London.
I'd like to go to London.
go to the London.
London. Just London.
Just London. There's no the.
To
Right?
London, yeah.
Yeah, to London. I'd like to go. ممكن اللي لخبطتكم بالذا اللي هو ما يقولوش I'd like to go to London ما فيش الصوت الأول اللي احنا متوقعينه لأن عادة احنا نعرفه لو بتقول تا يقول فيها تا يعني احنا متعودين I'd الطبيعي زي ما احنا نعرفه كنا I'd like to go to London. هذه الطريقة لو كل الكلمات stressed حننطقها I'd like to go to London. لكن طبعا لأن to لما تبدأ مش stress بتطلع لك زي تا أكتر. I'd like to go to London. Right? فممكن تبان شوية زي the من نفس الصوت the تا لكن هي في الحقيقة to هي. I'd like to go to London. All right, now let's listen to the next one.
Where would you like to go?
Where would you like to go?
Correct. Where would you like to go?
Where would you like to go?
I want to go to the park.
I want to go to the
I
park.
want to go to the bar.
Good.
I would like
Park.
to go.
I want to go to the park.
The bar.
Recording 8.
Okay, so these were the examples. يعني مجرد أمثلة متفرقة لكن كلهم هي الطريقة اللي هي النيتيف أكثر منها للشرح. Okay, so now let's do number 7. It says here, take turns to suggest plans for Friday. هذا يمشي conversation أكثر. So, would you like to go to the beach? I'd rather watch a video. Do you want to go for a walk? Yes, that's a good idea. All right, now here the idea. One of you will ask, of course, the question. So here we have 3 ways. You can do would you like بالضبط انت تقدر تقول would you like لكن بنضيف لكم حتى الثالثة اللي مكتوبة فوق.
لو في صح يعني نقول yes, that's good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. عجبك الاقتراح يعني. لو عجبك الاقتراح that's a good idea. Why not يعني خلينا ناخذ الفكرة. لكن لو ما عجبكش تقدر تعطي له بديل. I'd rather
watch.
أعطيه حاجة ثانية. طبعا في هلبة طرق لرد الاقتراحات. You can say I don't think so. You know تقدر تقول I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. فحتى هذا طريقة للرد أنه ما عجبكش فصاحبك بيعطيك مقترح ثاني. Right.
لكن هنا في ممكن في الهواء في المثال هذا يقصد تستعمل rather ممكن بس ولا؟
أحسن لو تستعمل rather بس أسهل حتى يعني تعطي له بديل أسهل وهو يمشي يرد عليك. Okay, so now let's here we have examples. We have many things. We have the cinema, a walk, go to the club, watch TV. طبعا هنا عاطينكم already واتي مجهزين لكم الconversation كامل لكن بعدين احنا نقدر نغيروا فيه يعني if we want to we can change it but for the first time let's use the same options. Okay, so if your friend says would you like to go for a walk, it means you will say yes, that's a good idea, you like this idea. Okay.
مثلا لو في الأول تو.
Yes.
يقول no I don't think.
No I don't think so.
جي ولا؟
يمشي الحال لكن الأفضل إنك تعطي له.
I'd rather watch a video.
الأفضل تعطي له بديل. Yes, I'd rather watch a video. It means you don't agree. لكن أعتقد الطريقة اللي مبينها لك أن هي تمشي A B بعدين B A. كل مرة واحد بتغير. Okay. Okay, so this means if Kilani and Samiha will start. Okay, so Kilani is A. المرة الأولى Kilani هو حيقترح حيسأل. And Samiha will answer. But then Samiha, you will ask about a walk, and he will answer, and then he will ask. ففيها this switch. Each time one of you switches. You get the idea?
Okay.
All right, so Kilani, you can be A, so you can start. Use also حتى الأمثلة المكتوبة نعاودوهم عادي.
Okay.
Okay, Abdurrahman. Are you there? I think he lost his connection. Can you hear us, Abdurrahman? Okay, let's try with Samiha and Rashid, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Samiha, you can be A, and Rashid, you can be B.
Okay. Would you like to go to the cinema?
Yes, that's a good idea. Would you like to go for a walk?
I'd rather go swimming. Complete, Doctor?
Okay, yeah, completed. Complete all of it.
Do you want to go to a club?
I rather watch a video.
Samiha?
Would you like to watch TV?
Yes, that's a good idea. Would you like to play tennis?
Rashid? Would you like to play tennis, Rashid? Rashid, are you there? Okay, I think Rashid is also disconnecting. Can you hear us, Rashid? معنا? Rashid. Okay. So maybe Selma, you can finish. Selma. Okay. Can you repeat your question, Samiha, please? Would you?
Do you want to play tennis?
I'd rather go out.
Okay. Now, Selma, you will ask number 6.
Okay. Do you want to go out for a meal?
Meal.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Nice. Very good. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. Now, Selma, you can be A. And you can والأفضل طبعا تنوع مش كلها do you want نبو حتى would you like هيك وكي. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Selma, you start first, and then Samiha can choose any answers.
Okay.
Would you like to go to the cinema?
No, I didn't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Good.
Would you like to go for a walk?
Yes, that's good. That's good idea. Do you want to go to a club?
Club.
Club, okay.
I'd rather watch a video.
Okay.
Do you want to watch TV?
I'd rather go swimming.
Selma. Yes, you can do number 5, Selma. I think she's going to disconnect. Everybody's disconnecting. Okay, Kilani is coming back. خلينا نشوف بالك كيلاني لحق. Salma, are you there? Kilani, hi. Welcome back.
Yes.
كمان منك شحن?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So you can do انت على فكرة A, okay? Can you do number 5? احنا وصلنا في number 5. You can be A. You can ask Samiha about number 5, Kilani.
Would you like to play tennis?
I'd rather go swimming.
Okay.
Do you want to go out for a meal?
I'd rather go for a drink.
Okay. Okay. Now we want to do
عادي
this.
مثلا لو قلت no I'd rather.
كيف كيلاني؟ No, I'd rather.
تقول no I'd rather watch a video.
تقدر عادي ما فيش مشكلة، لكن هي الفكرة كلها هي قصة I'd rather هو نوع من الهروب من جولان كلمة no. عرفت الفكرة؟
Yes.
يعني أنت بتحاول قدر الإمكان بتلطف ردك، يعني هو المضمون نفسه. هو أنت لما تقول I'd rather أنت already قلت no أصلا، أنت already رفضت المقترح اللي جاك. هي مجرد أنت تقول I'd rather معناها أنت ما تبيش اللي أعطاه لك صاحبك. دي قد idea. لكن في نفس الوقت ما فيهاش كلمة no. ما فيهاش فيها نوع من ديما فيها نوع من الإحراج كلمة لا بصفة عامة بين الأصحاب أو بين العائلة. I'd rather كذا يعني مجرد تعطي فيه خيار تاني، يعني والله يعني نفضل نديروا حاجة تانية ألطف شوية more polite. Okay, now let's do the same thing, but we're going to change. I'd like you to think of other activities, okay? Let's think of other things instead of go to the cinema and go for a walk. Think of any activities. Think of other sports. Think of other things we can do, other things we can play, okay? So now, Kilani, you can ask maybe Samiha, and also Samiha, for you the same thing. حتى أنت بتغيري النشاطات, activities, okay? So we will do the same thing. حافظ على نفس صيغة السؤال. Would you like to? But we want to change the other ones. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you can start.
Would you like to go to the market tomorrow?
Sorry, would you like to?
Would you like to go to the supermarket?
I do not hear you.
Would you like to go to the supermarket tomorrow?
Yes, that's a good idea. Do you want to ride a bike?
That's good.
I'd drive.
Again? Kilani?
I'd drive.
I'd rather drive a car.
Yes.
Good, good. Okay, عندك أنت كيلاني توا.
Would you like to? Would you like to go to the beach on Friday?
I'd rather stay at home.
I'd rather stay at home. Okay.
Would you like to study together tomorrow?
I didn't understand.
Would you like to study together?
Yes, that's good. No, with who?
With Samiha.
I'd rather study alone.
I'd rather study alone. بكالك في وجهك يا سميحة. Okay, but it's a correct answer. I'd rather study alone.
I can help you, but
this is very British. Yes, yes. In very British people, they like to do this. حتى هم عندهم الجرأة هذه. عندهم الوضوح هذا. Yeah. So this is very British. Okay, I'd rather study alone. It's a good answer. Okay, give her another suggestion, Kilan.
Would you like to make a dinner?
Make a dinner
for our class.
This is a good suggestion.
Can you repeat it, please?
Would you like to make a dinner for our class?
I'd rather to eat at home.
I'd rather eat at home. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's good. That's also good. So here you can see that it's not very hard to use would you like and do you want. It's kind of easy, but you can make lots of details, lots of suggestions, and lots of ideas. You can use them with would you like and do you want. Here خلينا نشوفوا موضوع هذا نقدر نبدأ به next time لكن خلينا نشوفوا. It says read the article about this place. What does it want to go there? I think هذا نفسه مكرر نوعا ما عليه. Regent's Park وتشيسنغتون. find 3 reasons why you want to go there. هذا للنام بكري. Why you would like to go to Chessington Park. أغلبكم اخترتوا Regent's Park because there are more things to do. Okay, so I think number 8, we can skip it next time. All right, so خلينا نشوفوا نحس شيء what we'll talk about. عندنا موضوع ال verb collocations. This is an important topic. Verb collocations. ممكن تكلمت لكم عليها شوية قبل. Do you remember verb collocations? Do you remember what a verb collocation is? Who remembers it? I think I talked about it. Do you remember, Abdurrahman, Samiha? No? Okay, so a verb collocation is when a verb goes with hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, هو فصل علي. لكن كيف كنت نتكلم I was talking about verb collocations. طبعا موضوع الحصة جاي هذا. لكن تكلمنا عليه قبل نعرف لو تتذكروا. Some verbs they go with words. For example, if you want to talk about food, الأفضل أن تقول مثلا have a sandwich. أفضل بهلبة من eat a sandwich, right? And if you say have coffee, أفضل من drink coffee. فهذا بصفة عامة موضوع collocations. We'll talk about it inshallah next lesson. So thank you very much, Kilani, and I'll see you inshallah next lesson. Okay?
Good, doctor.
Okay then. Good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.